Alright, so since everybody on my stream has been asking me how you can get the life essence, which essentially is the stuff that you'll be using to evolve Sung Jin Woo, I'm gonna show that to you right now. So if you go to upgrades, because it is confirmed that Sung Jin Woo is gonna be a double Evo unit, but he's a Vanguard Evo unit. So that's essentially how it's gonna be. So Sung Jin Woo Monarch, you only really need the Elixir of Life. And once you get Elixir of Life, you should be able to get Sung Jin Woo and Igris. And yeah, so in order to do that, you have to do a very long quest, and the developers confirmed this. The quest is impossible to do in a single day. Okay, the quest for it is very difficult, and to start it, you need to basically go to raids right here. And as you go to raids right here, you go to dungeons, which is this one right here. Now the red key right here is going to be how you start the quest, right? So the red key is going to give you a lot of quests, a series of quests. I think there's around 5 or maybe more than 5 quests that are very difficult. This one, for example, sacrifice 30 mythic and above units, which is a lot. There's also another one that does kill the Ant King 50 times. So if killed the Ant King 50 times, one of those is like 30 minutes. So that's a long time. 50 times for Ant King is super long. This is 100% the most grindy thing ever in anime Vanguards. He's super grindy and he's super hell to get. Like 50 times for Ant King, and the single game mode takes like 30 minutes. So yeah, you basically get the red key either from Monarch tokens, or is a 10% drop chance from dungeons. It's a 10% drop chance from this dungeon right here. And yeah, those are basically the 2 ways to obtain that red key. Now, once you obtain the red key, that's not over yet. You do still need to complete all the quests that the red key is going to give you. And once you complete all the quests that the red key is going to give you, that's when you can evolve your unit. Because once you complete all the quests the red key is going to give you, you're going to get the Elixir of Life. Once you get the Elixir of Life, it's going to allow you to evolve your Sung Jin Woo into the Vanguard Evo, which, by the way, this will probably take you around 2 to 3 days of grinding, maybe a week or 2. It's that difficult, honestly. I have some tips that I can give you, which is actually, in my opinion, pretty good tips as well. So when you get into the match and do the infinite, there are some things that you can do to make it a little bit easier, and that is basically picking King's Burden, right? So King's Burden is going to be, in my opinion, for the most part, the best card that you can pick. The reason for that is because the enemies have a lot of HP, and the starting part is the most difficult one. So since the starting part is the most difficult one, you want to get set up with a lot of high damaging units very early on. Units like Aizen is going to be insanely good. Those units are going to be really good for this one. Units like Ichigo, by the way, because there are buffs. So Sung Jin Woo, Igris, and Ichigo, because of Ichigo's passive, they all have like a 2 or 3 times more damage in this specific game mode. So if you bring them, that's a ton of damage that you can get, right? And then, so if you can bring these units right here, then maybe you can also bring units like Yuhaba, or maybe apart from units like Yuhaba, there's other units that you can bring, actually. So I think this one right here, something that looks like this, is the best setup you can have. Gogeta, Sung Jin Woo, Igris, Ichigo, 1 farm, Takaroda, then Saber. So this will probably most likely be easy for you. And then if there's only 3 of you, I wouldn't recommend to do it with only 3 people. If there's only 3 of you guys, don't waste your time. Just restart the game mode, because 3 people might not be able to do it. I think it's safe to just do it with 4 people, since each of these game modes do take like 30 minutes. You do not want to waste your time with 3 people, because chances are you won't be able to do it. And then there's also these little tunnels in the game mode that you have to walk past, and if you don't walk past them, it will be very difficult. So you have to just pay attention to the dungeons themselves. You can't just macro this dungeon. This really is an unmacroable dungeon, because if you don't focus on the tunnels that you have to close, you will get overwhelmed easily, and it will be very difficult for you. So yeah, just follow everything that I said in this video, and you should get Sung Jin Woo. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.